What's up, this is Squad 2448 with a following Simulator 17 video. Today we'll be repoing airplanes and helicopters here on the Mowing Map. We'll be using the Ram 3500 HD to drive around the town to the different airports and a few different private properties where some of them are hiding out at. So we'll be hopping on the inside and we'll be heading over to the small airport here on the Mowing Map where one of our largest, most expensive repos of today will most likely be. It's a cargo helicopters used to transport vehicles all over the town and to different airports. We'll be kind of making our way over there. We'll definitely have to look from the outside, and if it is, we will have to kind of make a run inside, and we do have to watch out for security, which will be very interesting. If you guys would like to see more airplane repo, let me know down below in the comments. You guys can see that this is actually the new small airport, since I will be also featuring a brand new airport here today also. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I think we'll kind of park down here on the side street. This looks to be a pretty good parking area, and we'll kind of run across the street. We'll check both ways for cars. I did do a airplane repo video a few months ago, and a lot of you guys really did enjoy it, so I thought we'll do it again with different airports, different airplanes and helicopters, which is pretty cool. So since we do not really have the authority to go on the inside, we'll be kind of walking along the fence, and we'll definitely look for it now. It should be way down there. Take a look at that. We could already see the wing and the propellers of it, which is pretty cool. So we'll kind of run all the way down here as fast as we can. We'll have to double check to make sure it's the correct one before we kind of get in there, but take a look at that, guys. Looks like somebody is around here, so we'll definitely have to be pretty careful. That looks to be it. We do have the bag with us with all the information and the legal papers for us to take it. If you guys would like to see more airplane repo, let me know down below in the comments. We could also do one of these in GTA 5, which should be pretty cool. But we'll kind of have to jump over this gate here, which this gate I will look into making a little bit larger, and looks like we are unable to walk kind of behind. So we'll definitely have to kind of go along the side, be very careful as we go. And today we are featuring the most kind of recent Mowing Map version 2 update for you guys. It will be released within the next few weeks. I do have the majority of the buildings kind of done, so we'll kind of hide out right here, look both ways. It looks like nobody's coming. We'll make a run for it, and this time we'll kind of run all the way over here. Now we do have to do a pre-flight, make sure everything is here. Looks like it just came in a few hours ago, which is pretty good. And like I was saying, this is used for transporting cargo since the back doors do open, so you guys can see everything works. Looks like everything is in really good condition, so we'll definitely hop on the inside. We'll have to check to make sure all of the electronics are there, so we'll kind of walk on the inside, and you guys can see just by looking at it, looks to be no cargo also, which is pretty helpful for us. So that kind of closed up, which is nice. We'll kind of take a look on the inside. Looks like all the electronics are here. We'll kind of turn around and double check around the back, so it looks like there's really no anything on the inside, which is pretty cool. So we'll hop on the outside view and we'll be turning this on, guys. This is one very large helicopter, which is actually pretty large for a pretty small airport like this. We'll be taking off here. You guys can see the dust is flying. The wind is really strong, especially with this large propeller, and it is actually pretty close to the building, so we will have to watch out for that. But it looks like we are ready to take off, so we'll be taking off, and I think while we are kind of in the sky, I will be showing you the latest kind of updates to the Mowing Map, as you guys are very excited for it. So it looks like we are good. Nobody came, which is awesome. We'll kind of make our way over here, and as you guys can see, I built a city with pretty large skyscraper buildings. I did add in a few more grocery stores, everything like that. So this is pretty much it. I will have to add in a few more buildings, trees, and I think we'll be building a marina also. So take a look at that, guys. We repoed this helicopter, no problem. So I will be bringing this over to the bank, and then we'll catch you back when we are in the truck. We are on our way to the second repo of the day, which will be an airplane, 2 propeller, very large. So we'll be heading over there, and this is actually at the brand new airport, which I did put together, and I'm very excited to be showcasing the airports and planes here in Farming Sim. If you do have any cool video ideas, always drop it down below in the comments. I'm very excited about Mowing Map version 2. Like I was saying in the last few videos, it will be released, and this side of the map is pretty much almost complete. Just a few garages, everything like that, but this side is good, and it will be seasons ready, which is going to be pretty cool. So kind of head all the way down here, and I think we'll be parking at the local park, which you guys have asked me to build. So we do have a pretty small one, but it's still a pretty nice park. So I think we'll kind of park over there. That way we do not kind of draw any attention to us parking along the airport. But you guys can see that the airport, very large building, the hangars are larger and everything like that. So we'll kind of pull in just about here. You guys can see pretty small park area, but take a look, that looks pretty cool. So this is a pretty good spot for us. We'll kind of walk through the park, and the hangar now, they are saying it's kind of towards over here, and I actually can already see an open area for us to kind of get in. So we kind of have to walk over there being undetected, so we'll kind of make our way over there. But you guys can see, look at how giant this airport is. Very nice building. I did take a lot of buildings off of the other public maps, and all credits go to those creators for making them. So we're going to walk along here. We'll have to double check to make sure nobody is around before we come in, but it looks like they really want to put a gate here, and I am actually looking to put a gate here in Giants Editor, but it looks like the area is clear, so we'll be making a run for it. I think we'll kind of run around this side since there should be really nobody here, but we'll have to double check. Looks like there is nobody here, which is pretty cool. Now, it should be in one of these hangars, so we'll definitely have to kind of peek our head over. And airplane repoing is pretty challenging, and it's also awesome, though, because take a look at this, guys. This is the airplane we'll be repoing today. Very interesting, two-propeller engine, and I mean, this is awesome. I really do like the blue stripe on the bottom. This is definitely the correct one. We do have the paperwork with us to prove that this is the one we'll be taking, but you guys can see, very nicely done. We'll have to hop on the inside, and we will be double checking. Awesome, so it looks like this is the correct one. Now, we do not have a first person view. We'll be turning her on. It does take a little bit of while for the propellers to turn on. Once it is the case, which it looks like it is now, we'll kind of stay lower to the ground, and we'll kind of make our way out, and I think we'll back up all the way over there. Now, this runway is much, much larger, very wide also, and like I was saying, this is just a much larger airport in general, which is pretty cool. So we'll kind of back down here very, very slowly. We do need all of the area we can, and as you guys can see, this is actually kind of the edge of the map. So let me know, should we kind of have these trees here, or should we kind of do anything else? But we'll definitely gain speed, and we'll be taking off here with this very nice jet. So we are now gaining altitude. You guys can see, take a look at that. We are going up in the air. Wow, very easy repo for us. That was actually pretty quick, awesome, and very nice. So we were able to take this no problem, and you guys can see we are actually going over the older section of the map, so kind of gain some more altitude, get up higher, since it's not safe to be too low. But as you guys can see, we are looking over kind of the new section, and the highway kind of does split up the map, so I will look into maybe bringing the highway another route also. But you guys can see, pretty nicely done, and if you do have any cool building ideas, drop them down below in the comments. But we'll definitely go give this over to the bank, and we'll catch you back when we go get the next one. We're back in the Ram dually, and we'll be making our way over to the next one, which is a private helicopter that a local business owner does have it at his shop right now. He flies around to many different companies he does build, which is a pretty fast transportation method for him, which is pretty cool. So we'll be making our way over there. It's just down the street, kind of at the very end of the street. But I'm very excited for featuring different types of games on the channel. We've been featuring a lot of Gold Rush. We will be doing a little bit more Real Farm and all the cool ones. And I do know that there is another Spin Tires game coming out very soon, which I did reserve a key for. So I'm very excited about all the very cool games coming. And I also like to thank each and every one of you for the continued support. So the shop is going to be coming up over here to the right, one of our old shops, which we kind of sold to a new business owner, which is awesome. So I think we'll kind of park in the office building, kind of right across the street, the apartment building. That might be a good spot for us, and we'll have to look around. It is a pretty decent size, pretty small helicopter for a business owner, and take a look at that, guys. It is already there now. I do not really see anybody walking around, so kind of make a run for it. We'll definitely kind of look through the windows just to make sure nobody's here. It looks like nobody's here, so we'll kind of run over to it and take a look at this. It looks like it could be used for also fertilizing, so that could be a business he might get into. But I mean, take a look at this. It looks pretty interesting. It looks like everything is here, and it looks like it's all going to be working well, which is perfect. You always do want to double check that everything is good on these. So we'll be turning it on. Now once we do turn this on, I mean, our cover is pretty much blown, but you guys can see it does have a working joystick, which is pretty cool. I really do like that a lot, and it looks like all the electronics are here, so we are pretty much ready to go. Now since it is a little bit older, a little bit smaller engine, it does take just a little bit longer to kind of get ready, but take a look at that, guys. We got it in the air. Now there's the light on the back that does flash, but we'll be going and we'll actually be landing this one at that small airport. I think that it's pretty cool to kind of land a few of these, and then we'll go after the last one of the day. But you guys can see that these are a very efficient way to travel across maps in Farming Sim, everything like that. And I really do like those very tall towers over there, skyscrapers, if you would so call it. So let me know, should we make one of those very tall, maybe double in size? I think we'll probably do that. That would actually be pretty cool, and maybe get working stairs or even like an elevator. Look into that. So we'll be lowering this down, and that's pretty much it for this helicopter repo. I mean, that was actually pretty easy to do. So we landed this one, and then we'll be going after the last one of the day. We are making our way over to the very large airport once again. We do know how the airport is run and the security, which will be very helpful for us, but we'll be going after a seaplane, which is a plane that can land on the ground and on water, which is awesome. I was planning for it to be in the water, but since when you do try to land it, it will kind of remove you from the inside, since it will flood. So I mean, that's a little unrealistic how it was doing that, and I do apologize that we do have to do it on land. But I mean, it's a multi-purpose plane used for transporting passengers and cargo, and like I was saying, very versatile, landing on asphalt or even on lakes or even oceans, which is pretty cool. So I think we'll pretty much kind of park over here on this side. Pretty much, I think we'll kind of park right underneath this tree. That looks to be a pretty good spot. We'll turn our hazard lights on and we'll be taking a look at this. I mean, it should be in one of these hangars right over here on the other side. So we just take a look. Looks like we will just have to roll the dice and kind of make our way in, since we do not know if they're actually in here. So it looks like we'll kind of hop the fence here. You guys can see I did work on the fence. I will continue it all the way down, which should be pretty helpful for us. We'll kind of walk along the side, and we will be looking in here. Hopefully it's in here. Take a look at that. It's not in here, so we'll kind of run across very fast. Now I will be looking into getting more realistic hangars, not just these ones, but take a look at this, guys. Here it is. You guys can actually see that I do have the model set for the wheels to be up, and I do need to get the animations for them to come down, so I do apologize for that. But take a look at this. You guys can see it is a pretty cool seaplane, very big one, also not like a small private one. So we'll turn this on, we'll get it started. Looks like everything is here, which is also pretty cool. So it looks like it's pretty much on, and we'll kind of back it up, and this is kind of at the very end of the area. So you guys can see we are already getting started, and we will definitely gain a lot of altitude as we kind of go down. So you guys can see very wide runway, which is perfect for planes just like this. We were able to do it, and we do actually have to turn before we go off the end of the map. But I mean, this is one very cool plane, and like I was saying, when you do land it on the water, it will flood the engine, which means that you will not be able to drive it again. But I think we'll kind of fly over the new section of the town, then we'll pretty much call it a day. But we'll definitely gain some altitude since we are pretty low. So you guys can see we actually got a very large gas station, pretty large buildings, another kind of a greenhouse area. But take a look at this area. I mean, take a look at those very large buildings in another downtown area. So there's a bit more work. Like I was saying, will be released within the next 2 weeks. A lot of progress was made over the last few days, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's airplane repo, where we did repo a seaplane, a 2-propeller plane, a few helicopters, one very large, and also a small one. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.